What's up, everybody? Welcome to the DeaConnection. I am your host, Bradley Singleton, and I'm joined today by the lovely Miss Alexis Moore, a senior here at Wake Forest University, and let's get right into it. So, Alexis, where are you from originally?
Greensboro, North Carolina.
And what are you majoring in here at Wake Forest University?
I am an health and exercise science major and a women's gender and sexuality studies minor.
And after you leave Wake Forest, what do you plan to do with that major concentration?
I would like to become an OBGYN, but directly after Wake, I'll have to do post-bac at UNCG because I still have some classes to take for med school.
Sounds good, sounds good. And if you had the ideal city to, say, open a practice in, where would it be?
I would like to go to a big city, so maybe Atlanta or Charlotte.
Okay, sounds good, sounds good. And what other things are you involved in here at Wake Forest?
Well, the biggest thing is I'm a part of Kappa Sorority Incorporated, and I also volunteer with multiple organizations on campus.
Okay, I see you repping the Kappa hard. So tell us a little bit about your position in the sorority.
So I'm actually the president of my chapter here, the Pi Beta chapter, and basically I am the head of all things AKA here at Wake Forest. So whenever there's an event, I have to be there. That's a part of my job. I run chapter events and things like that. I'm always assisting my sisters in that chapter.
Okay, and personally, or in your opinion, what do you think separates Alpha Kappa Alpha from other sororities, regardless of here at Wake Forest or sororities in general?
Well, for me, I was actually raised in a family where there are many AKAs. So AKA was the only thing that I saw. Like, the women in my family are AKA, so it was like, wow, you know, I want to be like her. She's powerful, she's independent, things of that. So when I got here, I already had an idea of what the sorority was for me. But actually, when I got here, the women in the chapter, so like Kristen, who was my big, she was just really nice and personable, and I could always go to her as a friend before anything. So that was what really attracted me to the chapter.
Like the overall feeling.
Yeah, I mean, the purpose of the sorority is kind of sisterhood and service. So it's like coming here, I already had that sisterhood aspect because I was a friend with Kristen before even joining the sorority.
Okay. And as some people might know, there are some stigmas against black sororities and fraternities. And how would you address those stigmas? Like, as far as AKA, you know, let's say the prissy, you know, that, like, do you follow those stereotypes? What do you have to speak on that about, or stigmas?
So AKAs have a stereotype to be uppity, bougie, the pretty girls, stuff like that. I would say that is not the case for all AKAs. I mean, me personally, I am kind of a girly girl, but I have some sisters who are, you know, not into like wearing heels and doing all the makeup and stuff. So I think that stereotype is like, it's doable, but it's like, you know, not really. But we do play on the stereotypes, like in step shows and things like that. Like, so if there's a step show, you'll see us go hard, but we also keep like the hair flips and the, you know, the girly things.
Okay. And sort of like a last thing, giving advice to a young girl that to follow in Miss Alexis Moore's footsteps, what advice do you have to give about young girls that want to be an OBGYN or something like that, or want to be a doctor? You know, or just choosing a college in general, like their major. Like, what advice do you have for them?
I would say remain focused. I know at times I got off track, but having a good support team. So remaining focused, having good friends, family to support you. Reaching out, connections are very important. So like my sorority, that's also another connection. In high school, I was very active in organizations, so those were connections. I'm constantly making connections, so being active and meeting people, that's always important. So if there's something that you don't know, you always have somebody to ask. So yeah, I would say remaining focused, getting good grades, and always about attitude. So remaining a positive attitude, and then connections.
Sounds good. Alexis, thank you for being with us today. You just watched the DeaConnection. I'm Bradley Simpson signing off.